Alright guys, welcome back. Still your boy Prince TV. For those ones who have not subscribed to this channel, please do us a favor by subscribing to the channel so that anytime we upload our video, you always be the first person to get this video and know what our video is all about. Alright, in this particular video, I'm going to tell you guys the red zone which the government have stretched out, you understand? Because yesterday when I was making live video telling you guys about the lockdown and everything, that the Giuseppe Conte, which is the Prime Minister of Italy, said that he's going to focus on the regions where they really have this COVID-19 most. That is the region they are going to put much restrictive measures, you understand? So now let's see the regions that are in the red zone so that you can know if your region is included or not, you understand? All right, so stay tuned. He said here, new DPCM, the region of the red zone, you understand? He said, pending release of the new DPCM, which should arrive in the evening, the region most at risk of lockdown, where the most restrictive measures will have to be adopted, seems to be, you understand? So now let's now see the regions where they have this red zone, that they have to put more restriction on this particular region. So the mention number one here was Lombardia, you understand? Then another one, Piemonte. Then they have Valle d'Aosta, you understand? Then another one, they have a part of Bolzano, and then Calabria. So now these 5 regions here now are the regions who are having this red zone of this COVID-19, where they are going to put all these measures and restriction in form of the lockdown. You understand? All right, so let's read forward. He said, red alert has a tragedy for those regions due to the high circulation of the virus, the filling of hospitals, and then the rate index and the incidence of infection per 100,000 inhabitants. You understand? All right. He said, here the risk classification range for moderate to high. You understand now? All right. So let's go forward. He said here, the measure for the red scenario, for the region in the worst scenario, the government envisaged more restrictive and then sudden measures than the rest of the country. So now this particular place now is trying to explain to us that the regions where this COVID-19 is really attacking, these 5 regions I mentioned, are most of the region they are going to put the restrictive measures, you understand, like I explained to you guys. So get the fact that the government are planning to say that the regions in the risk at the red zone, at most region they are going to put on this particular lockdown, you understand? All right. He said here, extraordinary interventions range from the closure of schools and then universities with the activation of distance learning to the closure of shop, hairdresser, and then beauty salon. You understand? All right. He said here, one could think of a limitation of travel granted for work, health, or necessity commitment and justified by self-certification. You understand? All right. Let me explain this place. Let me break it down. So now this particular place I just read now is trying to let us know that in this particular side where they have this red zone, these 4 places I mentioned where they have this red zone, let me mention the names of these places again, which is known as Lombardia, Piemonte, Valle d'Aosta, part of Bolzano, Calabria. You understand? So now these particular places now where they have this COVID-19 most will be restricted for these measures, which states that now here that, you know, going out, traveling only for work reason, health necessity, you understand? And then before you going out in this particular zone, that you must have a self-certificate, that is auto certificazione. You must have a certificate that states that you are going for work reason, you are going for a health issue, or you are going for something necessary, like going to buy food and other stuff, you understand? Just like before in these particular areas where they have this red zone. So guys, let's go forward. We are trying to make it slowly so that everybody can understand. All right. He said here, The only activities that would remain open are industry, lower grade, school and essential services, supermarket, pharmacia, bank. You understand? So now they also made it to be clear that in these areas where they have this red zone, that the only activities which will be allowed in these particular areas are industry, schools, essential services like supermarket, pharmacy, banks. You understand? So anything that happens to be that is very much essential, and then they will allow them to operate in these particular areas where they have this red zone. All right, so let's go forward. He said here, from this point of view, we would return to the March-April lockdown. So that is to let you know that in these particular areas where they have this red zone, it's going to be just like the one they did before of the March and April lockdown. You understand? All right. He said here, arranged zone regions. That is the arranged zone region. That is Liguria, Peru, Perulia, and then Campania. You understand? All right. He said, even these three regions are currently the special observations. You understand? All right. He said, here the risk of increased cases and the stability of the regional health system would lead the government to adopt measures such as closing bar and restaurants for the whole day. You understand? All right. So let me explain this particular place again. So now, they are still trying to tell us here that in these three regions again now been measured that allowing restaurants and bar to be closed for the whole day in this red zone. You understand? Because now you guys know that they allow restaurants to work till 6 o'clock, but now they are not trying to state that in these particular areas where they have red zone, that restaurants and bar have to shut down totally throughout the day. You understand? All right. And said, let's go forward. He said, and not only after 6, like I said, he said it would remain home delivering granted. That is, people will be taking ordering food through online, and then they will deliver to them. He said local public transport at 50% distance learning from the high school, curfew at 9, closing of schools, exhibition, and then Accra and shopping center on holidays and the day before. You understand? So now they are just trying to explain to us that the curfew will still be on as from 9 p.m. You don't have to be outside. You understand? More especially in this particular zone where they have red areas. You understand? He said, unlike the regions which are in the highest risk range, hairdresser and then beauty center will remain open. All right. So now they are trying to let us know now in this particular paragraph that other regions which are not in this red zone, that the activities will still continue to be working. That is, any region that is not being in a red zone, the activities will still be working. So guys, we are going to go to the regions now where we have green light, where we don't have cases of COVID-19 or no much cases in this particular region. All right, so he said green zone regions. You understand? The green zone region is currently the largest and cover 13 regions and then autonomous provincials. So now guys, now here come the regions where they don't have the red zone. They don't have much COVID-19, or we can say they don't have COVID-19 in this particular cities and this particular region I'm going to mention now. And then they stated that they have now 13 regions that is not being affected most on this COVID-19, while 5 regions is being affected most of the COVID-19. So now here comes for you to really know now which the city you are, to know if your region is being restrictive for all those measures I've been saying. All right. He said here, Sicily, Sardinia, Basilicata, Masle, Lazio, Abruzzo, Marche, Umbria, Emilia-Romagna, Toscana, Friuli, Venezia Giulia. All right, Spa of Trento, Veneto. You understand? So guys, these places I'm mentioning here, you can see it at the screen there. These are the areas where they have green zone, where the COVID-19 is not being affected most. You understand? He said restrictive measure for the green zone. All right. He said for the region that will be in the third ban, the measures announced by Conte for the entire territory are advantage, namely, you understand? All right, he said shop center close on a weekend and public holiday. So that is to let you know now, even the areas where we have this green zone, that you know public that is shop centers will be closing at weekend. You understand? He said curfew probably at 9, time yet to be determined, with the possibility of moving only for reason of health work necessity. All right, so in this green zone now, they are still trying to explain that a curfew to be made at 9 p.m. is still on yet to be determined. They have not still yet decide on that particular ones. You understand? And then movement as well, possibility of moving for a reason of health or necessity. Those ones, they are still determined on this particular region, which that don't have this red zone area. All right, so let's go forward here. He said here 100% distance learning in high school. So guys, let me summarize this video here. So everything they are saying based on this COVID-19 restriction, lockdown, you guys are hearing, is not going to be a general lockdown, national lockdown for the whole Italy. Giuseppe Conte, which is the prime minister, have decided to mention out or to figure out regions who are at risk. You understand? So they mentioned the names of the region. You guys saw everything in the video here. So if it happens to be your region is not being included, I think you have the possibilities to still be doing your things the way it ought to be. So guys, that is the update I have for you. You will stay blessed till next time I be yours. And then guys, please try to share out our video, hit the like button, keep your comments, share this video out so that people cannot fall victim. You understand? Let's be our brother's keeper and let's be our brother's keeper. So stay blessed till next time I be yours. I remain your guy, Prince TV. Ciao.